Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Hip Hop Gossip for you. Snoop Dogg weighs in on the Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne Super Bowl controversy. Snoop Dogg discusses Lil Wayne's removal from the upcoming Super Bowl halftime show, emphasizing hip-hop's advancement and maintaining a neutral stance. Subscribe to receive all hip-hop news alerts. Do not be the last to know. Receive breaking news in your email. Snoop Dogg has addressed the uproar over Lil Wayne's removal from the 2018 Super Bowl halftime show politely. The NFL revealed earlier this month that Kendrick Lamar would perform at the February event in New Orleans, causing outrage among Wayne's fans and some celebrities who believed a New Orleans resident, like Wayne, should have been picked over Los Angeles' Lamar Zoic. In an honest conversation with Shannon Sharpe and Chad Okosinko-Johnson for Nightcap, Snoop declined to take sides in the issue. "I don't really have no opinion, but what I do want to say is that consider where the NFL was 15 years ago in terms of hip-hop. How many hip-hop musicians were able to perform on that stage 15 years ago? So I understand both sides of the story and how people feel," he explained. Snoop reflected on his experience performing in the Super Bowl 56 halftime performance in 2022 alongside Dr. Dre, Kendrick, Eminem, and Mary J. Blige, recognizing the opportunity he received through Dr. Dre. "I have no response or opinion since I had the opportunity to be up there through Dr. Dre. I did not do any Snoop Dogg songs. I was up there assisting Dr. Dre, and it became a memorable experience for all of us. So, whenever somebody has the opportunity to play on the Super Bowl stage, keep in mind that it is a 12 or 13-minute performance for which you will not get compensated. You basically have to spend money to upgrade your show to make it more appealing to the audience that is watching at home," Snoop said. Snoop has also expressed love for Lil Wayne. "Remember, I was at No Limit Records for 3 years and I watched his whole career come to life and then watched him get bigger than me and I was gigantic at the time and I loved seeing his growth," replied Snoop. "To this day, I am family with Wayne, Kendrick, Jay-Z, and NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. I'm not sure who makes the decision, all I know is that I'll be at home watching the Super Bowl, and when the halftime performance comes on, I'll be watching it as well." Lil Wayne responded to the halftime show snub by expressing disappointment and accepting responsibility. "I blame myself for not being emotionally ready for a letdown. And for automatically mentally putting myself in that place because someone told me it was mine," the 41-year-old, real name Dwayne Carter Jr., said. "I blame myself for that. But I thought it was no better than that position, stage, or platform in my city, thus it stung. It ached a lot." Snoop, who performed alongside Dr. Dre and friends at the Super Bowl 56 halftime show in Los Angeles in 2022, reminded fans that rap music was not always featured on one of the biggest evenings of the year. "I don't really have no opinion, but what I do want to say is that, just remember where the NFL was 15 years ago when it comes to hip-hop," his response was. "How many hip-hop artists were able to grace that stage 15 years ago? So I see both sides of the story and understand how people feel." Adding, "I have no answer, no viewpoint, since I had the opportunity to get up there through Dr. Dre. I did not do any Snoop Dogg songs. I was up there assisting Dr. Dre, and it became a memorable experience for all of us. So, if you have the opportunity to perform on the Super Bowl stage, keep in mind that it is a 12 to 13-minute performance for which you will not be compensated. It's more or less necessary to spend money to improve your presentation so that it's appealing to a large audience watching from home." He then noted that he's seen Wayne's career evolve when he signed with Master P's No Limit in the late 1990s, before emphasizing that he has excellent relationships with all parties involved. "Lil Wayne is the GOAT of New Orleans rap," he told me. "Remember, I was at No Limit Records for 3 years and saw his entire career come to fruition, and then I watched him become bigger than me, and I was massive at the time, and I liked witnessing his progress. To this day, Wayne and I are family, as are Kendrick, Jay-Z, and Roger Goodell. I'm not sure who makes the decision, all I know is that I'll be at home watching the Super Bowl, and when the halftime performance comes on, I'll be watching it as well." Much has been made of the NFL's choice to have Lamar lead the Super Bowl 59 halftime show in February. The Compton rapper has not responded to the rumors, instead releasing an untitled single on his Instagram. Wayne, on the other hand, produced a video expressing his disappointment, claiming that not being chosen to perform at the Super Bowl in his hometown broke his heart. While some thought that Jay-Z made the selection, Super Bowl halftime show executive producer Jesse Collins recently stated that the rapper and businessman had final say. As the hip-hop world deals with the repercussions from Kendrick Lamar's decision to lead the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show, Snoop Dogg has emerged as a voice of reason. The decision to choose Kendrick over Lil Wayne, a beloved icon in New Orleans, has caused heated controversy among both fans and artists. Snoop's measured approach is to bridge the gap and promote understanding in the hip-hop community. On September 8, 2024, the NFL named Kendrick Lamar as the headliner for the Super Bowl 59 halftime show, which would take place on February 9, 2025, at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. The decision sparked outrage, particularly from Lil Wayne, who conveyed his dismay in a heartfelt Instagram video. In his emotional remark, Wayne stated, "It hurt. It ached a lot. You understand what I am talking about. It stung a lot," he said, expressing how badly he felt about being passed over for this historic chance in his hometown. Wayne had freely expressed his desire to play at the Super Bowl, seeing it as an opportunity to demonstrate his artistry on a global scale. His answer drew support from many fans and fellow musicians on social media, underlining his enormous contributions to hip-hop and his standing as one of New Orleans' most respected icons. In light of the incident, Snoop Dogg used numerous social outlets to convey his thoughts on the subject. He praised both Kendrick's accomplishments and Lil Wayne's legacy, underlining how both musicians played vital roles in defining hip-hop. Snoop stated, "I understand all sides of the story and how others feel." He emphasized how far the NFL has come in its relationship with hip-hop over the last 15 years, pointing out that possibilities for musicians have increased dramatically compared to earlier decades. Snoop also talked about his own experience performing at the Super Bowl halftime show with Dr. Dre in 2022. He added that, while it was an amazing experience for him, it's important to remember that these performances are rarely financially lucrative. Artists often invest their own money to improve their acts for broad appeal. Recognize relationships and legacy. Snoop Dogg reflected on watching Lil Wayne's career develop during his time at Master P's No Limit Records in the late 1990s. He expressed admiration for Wayne's development as an artist, saying, "Lil Wayne is the all-time greatest rapper from New Orleans." Snoop underlined that he has excellent relationships with Kendrick and Wayne and considers them family. He went on to say that he will watch the Super Bowl from home, just like any other fan, and that he was excited with Kendrick's performance while also acknowledging Wayne's concerns about being overlooked. Community reactions. The hip-hop community has been outspoken about this subject. Many supporters rallied around Lil Wayne, claiming that he deserved the chance to perform in his hometown during such an important event. Comments swamped social media sites, confirming Wayne's legendary reputation and contributions to hip-hop culture. Kendrick Lamar's admirers, on the other hand, say that his current success justifies his selection as headliner. Kendrick's track record includes many Grammy Awards and chart-topping records, making him an obvious candidate for such a prominent stage. The role of Jay-Z and Roc Nation. The procedure of selecting Super Bowl entertainers has also come under scrutiny. Jay-Z's Roc Nation has played a key role in selecting halftime show performers since its collaboration with the NFL began in 2019. Despite allegations that Jay-Z has no final say in these picks, producer Jesse Collins revealed that Jay-Z plays an important role in picking musicians each year. In reaction to the criticism of Kendrick's choice over Lil Wayne, Jay-Z showed faith in Kendrick's ability as a musician and entertainer. He described Kendrick as a once-in-a-generation artist whose work extends beyond music. Conclusion. As debate over Kendrick Lamar's selection over Lil Wayne for the Super Bowl halftime show heats up, Snoop Dogg's diplomatic stance serves as a reminder of the hip-hop community's need for togetherness. Both artists have had a significant impact on music and culture. Recognizing their separate achievements can build respect rather than division among fans and artists. The criticism surrounding this decision reveals larger concerns in the music industry, such as representation and appreciation of artist legacies. As we approach Super Bowl 59, it will be interesting to see how this story plays out and whether it leads to greater diversity in future events. Dogley Wilberforce. Dogley Wilberforce is a dynamic expert who specializes in both SEO copywriting and journalism. He offers a unique storytelling perspective to his work, having previously worked in journalism. This enables him to tell compelling stories that resonate well online, making him a valuable asset in today's content-driven environment.